Well, my friends, today we begin our journey as Alsmard and his squad have finally arrived at a mechanoid intrusion. And you know what? I think we're gonna do just fine. We have this lower section here that we can utilize for things such as growing stuff. We have some actual good soil over here. We've got fish over here. So what minuscule, they're somewhere, I think they all got moved by this point. Our crew is pretty quick on the draw. Indeed. We only have 50. Well, 2 have been eaten. We only had 50 packaged survival meals. We are taking over an ancient structure as the best course of protection that we have here. There are plenty of old structures. Holy crap, that's a lot of wood. I think we're going to be set for a good clip. I think this is going to be our base of operations. Of course, there are going to be ancients inside of these crypto sleep caskets, and I think for now, we will say that's perfectly fine, no big deal. Alsmard, my good man, you are in charge of this operation, which puts you in a precarious situation. We aren't starting a new game at all. No, we are just starting a new colony altogether. So this particular colony, we are going to need to get up and going off the ground as quickly as we can. One of the biggest issues we are going to face is that of running out of gear durability. So once the gear is broken and shattered into tiny little pieces, we are in a bit of a pickle. So let's start carving out some of this slag and start building ourselves a backroom farm. I think would be the best option for us here. We desperately are going to need some power. So let's start off with geothermal power. There is plenty of stuff up here that we can utilize for our own. So let's start with the deconstruction of these ancient ship chunks here, and we'll just get everybody going on their way. Now, does this mean we are never going to target or focus our secondary base or our primary base? And no, we are going to focus on that very much so, because it's quite important for us to pay attention to what's going on here. We are currently dealing with an acidic smog, but that's okay. This is our primary base, so we have to deal with it as best as possible. And I think what we're going to do is we are going to load this pod, and we're going to add a few little things. We actually need to send one of our colonists, Tomboy, out as well. We will send with her some advanced med kits. I think 5 is good for what we've got going. Let's send her out with some components. Why not? We will start off with, let's do 20. Hell with it. We'll send 20 components with her. Caravan will be a mobile. That's fine. It's not a caravan. It is, after all, a drop pod. We will focus mainly on the... Oh, are we social fighting? Summers and Gwand are... Oh, Jesus, please tell me neither of you is dead. The 2 of you could absolutely... Her left eye is now a mangled scar. Does that mean she lost? No, we haven't actually. Moving his teeth bit and tore her eye out. Jesus. Okay, Gwand, you are a Skitarian, so that is definitely worrisome. Where did we get the 85? Oh, that's right. We got the 85 from all those ship chunks. All right. Now with everything ready to go, we have a full-blown power grid. How much can we stick inside of our refrigerator? 4 items, total mass of 0G. Okay, how much are you taking up? 100 watts. If you're only taking up 100 watts of power, let's build 3. The next thing we will need is a butcher's table. So let's get these bugs butchered so we can cook their sweet succulent meat into... I couldn't find it. We will make their sweet succulent meat into some delectable treats. Who is our cook, by the way? Do we have a cook? I guess Gwand for now, until we can get Tomboy over here, who for some reason cannot board. Can Tomboy go inside? Yes, Tomboy can go inside. Assigned items and people will now be loaded into transport pods. Contains Tomboy. Ready for launch. Go hang out with your dad. So that will now fully 100% take care of our base. We now have everything we could possibly need And Tomboy being our best skilled cook at the moment, even though Guan is... Ooh, maybe we should. Maybe we should let Guan be our Skitarian cook. Is that what we do? We just do a Skitarian cook? I feel like that's a really good thing to have. Guan, not only are you the greatest blade master in the entire Skitarii force next to Alsmard, and you're second to Alsmard, but you outclass Alsmard's kid, who's got freaking stellar growth points here. Yeah, Eris, we're gonna just have you on plants. We need you to work plants, and you're gonna be a great doctor and a great melee fighter. Let's, instead of you having that, let's put you on the Zeus hammer instead of the taser goad. This is overhead mountain. Perfect. We can now start building some large garden bed. Beautiful. I love it. It will be dark in here. Upsilon, as much as I want you helping, you are super duper good. I really want I want Tomboy working on the gardening. That needs to be, we're missing 250 wood. Okay, let's get to harvesting some trees then. Can we actually grow anything over here? We cannot grow anything on this soil. So that will mean the next place we gotta do is come down here. Let's just get some rice going down this way. And that will take care of that Tomboy getting our first nice large garden bed put together. So far, so good. It's been a while since I was like feeling this urge, oh crap, to do a new base, and I think this will kind of scratch that itch I was having, where I was like, ah man, I want to start a whole new game right now. But this is actually really scratching that itch that I had for starting a new game. Guand is just stargazing. He's like, yeah, that's what I have to do. I just like looking at the beautiful stars. It's the last shred of humanity I have before you bastards took me and made me into this monstrosity, where all I feel is the desire to kill, maim, and brutalize. All right. Transport pod crash relationship. 7 Thark's brother. Oh. Hello. You're a genie. You're a mutant. You are a terrible Skitarii. And for that, I'm sorry, but you must die. You just have a bruise. You'll be up in no time. I'm not worried about you. Just go live your life. We're going to be using this mountainside here as our main base. I don't think we really have a choice, do we? We can at least build a power outlet there. Perfect. Guand with a 3.7 and Tomboy just has a 4. We'll keep Guand as our cook. It's the only thing I can think of that would make the most sense for our people. And then panic attack Klek. Klek is upset that he's now missing his best friends, who've all left and have completely and utterly disappeared. All right, Guan, get that cooking skill up, buddy. We need you to feed everybody here, and hopefully everybody's tummy wummies can handle what it is you're making. Now, I think we'll have the base be inside, right? We'll have the main portion of the base be inside, and I think Alsmard would want to try and change some things up. I think Alsmard is going to be the kind of leader for his Skitarii, because he's very Skitarii first focused. So I think he's going to be the kind of leader that wants to see us have actual houses for each of our Skitarii. Even though it seems like a little eccentric on the position of a Skitarii, I'm going to say he doesn't even really understand what it means to have a house anymore. He's been a Skitarii for so long. He's like, what does it mean? What do we have here? 1, 2, 3. What does it mean to be a Skitarii? What does it mean to be a Skitarii who now is a tech priest and is free? So I think we're going to go with a basic small kind of cog shape. We're getting attacked by how many? 5, 3, so we're at 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 guys. Okay. They're attacking immediately, and they are the gas bastards. Okay. Let's get everybody out. We will do a defensive line. This should be relatively easy. I feel like it should be. We'll get the defensive line of melee up here. We'll deal with these 3 up here. Alsmard on a shoot frenzy with that plasma rifle is just clutching everything right now. Beautiful. They're down. Who's going to make it to us next? The 3 from the south. We will reposition, get everybody down here that is melee, and we will put Alsmard. Alsmard with that shoot frenzy is going to probably be what makes this trivial. All right, come on. Come up before the others. Yeah, look at that plasma rifle just beaming through people. Now, someone did survive. Are you normal? No, you're a rodfish. You can bleed out and die. Yeah, look at that. This was just made trivial with that shoot frenzy. They're still charging? All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to reposition everybody once again. We'll put Alsmard up to the forefront. And wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Well done, everybody. It's nice when they don't have a ridiculous amount of oomph behind themselves. We'll also take that herbal medicine because that will be necessary since we're on our own. We only have so much. Alsmard at least has an idea of what it means to be in a good position. We're in a very good position. I don't think it would be concrete or paved tile. Metal panels maybe, but I think just doing straight steel tiles. I think he would be like, steel tiles, it's fine. We have plenty of steel here around us. Steel is plentiful. We've barely even put a real dent into things. Please do not seal yourself within the stonework or within the walls. I don't want to have to save you from that fate. All right, that was our first base defense, and I think we did fantastically. I like that we got a relatively quick raid. That was actually really exciting to have to deal with. How is Guan's cooking right now? 4.515. Perfect. He can keep cooking, and we will cross the barrier of Lockwell. Alsmard thinks you should give this settlement a name. What should the local settlement be called? Alsmard is a Skitarii. With Alsmard being a Skitarii, it's going to be very laser focused. It's going to be very simple. It will be forward post alpha. Alpha operations post and forward post alpha. Perfect. That takes care of that. What clever naming structure you have there. Absolutely. I'm usually never good with naming places. We'll turn this into a relatively thin hallway. Perfect. That will take care of our secondary power grid, and then we can start building more into it. Villagers Silicon. Let's snag that up. Jump to Worshipful Village. Okay. You're logging in a place that has literally 0 logs. And there's a giant nutrient-based bug up top. I love Rimworld. Would Alsmard isolate himself from his people? No, I don't think Alsmard would isolate himself from his people. I think he would try and take a point of command. So let's do this. Let's make the most economically intelligent structures that would fit the Mechanicus in such a way. And we have so many kids now popping out too. Summer recreation, right? We don't have any recreation. Alsmard is a fan of recreational activity. Let's just make a punching bag. We'll make 2 punching bags, a radio up top. And that'll take care of a lot of stuff. Look at us. Oh, can we not build on the metallic pipes? What do we need? Do we build bridge? Ah, we build bridge. I love when I figure stuff out just a little too late. I'm like, oh, what a great idea. We'll build on this. And yeah. Remember, everybody, there are no schisms here. Build the recreational devices, Alsmard. Put them together, get it out of the way so all of you feel less grumpy. Because one of our people is about to go nuts because I'm sad I had my eye bitten out, I'm recreation starved, my kids are in growth vats, we're missing art. What in the living... I guess there was a warp storm. God. A Lord of Change. Oh no. Demonettes. Is that the biggest? Why aren't they hostile? You would think they would be hostile. How interesting. And finally we got another grow bed. More mushrooms for the Mechanicus. I feel like we have just grown our entire Skitarii population on Nutrifungus. And I feel kind of bad about it. Well, we have plenty of scrap to build with, and we are slowly but surely getting our entire new kind of hab built for our Skitarii, which is going to look pretty nice once it's all finished up. And I'm actually really enjoying this new construction for us here. It's been fun to build a whole new hab, a whole new base, get it started, and still kind of come back and check up on home base, see how things are going, see how things are doing, and you know, these demons that we're just letting roam around are doing demon things wherever they're at. Like, look at this little Nurgling swarm. Hey, Miltor, take out the Nurgling swarm. There you go. We took out the shoulder of a... How did you shoot? And they disappeared. So that's pretty interesting that that's how they disappear. Didn't send any of them hostile. If they went hostile, where are you going? Chuckles. I lost the save where I named you. Chuckles the raccoon, where are you going, Chuckles? What are you doing? My little trash bandit. Bye, buddy. I'll see you later. You're kind of like a good dog. Got plenty of toxic squirrels. What is the wildlife? We just have one waste spore left. Not that big a deal. And you know what I think part of the reason is? I'm happy to be building a new base. Home base has gotten kind of chunky as of late. I just like small bases. There is something about having small bases, having that level of survival where you're just like by the skin of your teeth. Things are harder than you really want them to be. And I love it. I love that challenge. It's always been a huge thing for me to be challenged in that way with Rimworld. So I love the huge, like, ridiculous bases that I can come up with. But I do love small base. And who knows? Maybe the story will see us taking all of the Skitarii out of the starting base and see us all moved up to this new hab section that we've built up here. Oh shit. We have no food. Even sending away all of our Skitarii, we have no food. Well then, we actually do have to maintain this base. And I am a little nervous because we were going to turn this girl into a Skitarii. Who is our cook here? Do we have a cook here? Sus. I need you to prioritize butchering table. We need to get food in the grinder immediately. I'm actually going to open up that door for you to just drop right into the network here. Could you people stop eating meat directly off of the goddamn tray? Wait for it to get in there, please. Stop eating raw meat, all of you. I hate it. It's despicable. It's disgusting. Just get it from the damn dispenser, please. Oh boy. Well, that went super duper quick. Sugar Bugger. Well, Chuckles, you're gonna have to die. That's a shame. And the Toxic Squirrel is gonna have to die. We need food for people. Yeah, we'll just have to deal with the tox stink straight off. Sorry, Chuckles. Can you stop eating raw meat, please? Oh my god, can we harvest this? Who's our growers? Who's our growers? I completely took people off of things that needed to be done. I can't believe we almost starved the main colony to death. That would have been the most... Oh, that would have been the most hilarious thing in the world to have happened to me just because I neglected to pay attention to my people. We do have a lot of Nutrifungus coming eventually. The problem is it's eventually, not like anytime directly soon. So that does make for a bit of a harder situation. I think we should be on the comeback of that. It will take time, but I think we're going to need to take a clean break from all the babies that we have growing currently. That is an absolute, yeah, that's going to have to hold off. Damn it. I laxed. I dropped the ball on that one, didn't I? We almost lost the main colony. How are we doing at home? That feeling when you immediately just get completely distracted, everything goes sideways. Oh, well, things are actually looking good right here. I would say Alsmard is doing a great job for his first actual deployment as a tech priest. Must be placed on a wall and facing a clear space. Are these not treated as walls? When did the reinforced walls become not walls? That is a very interesting predicament. So can I build I can build a vent on these, on the normal reinforced walls. So I guess that is going to be something for you guys to pay attention to is where does this come from? Steel reinforced panel wall. What mod do you come from? Normally stuff's got a... I wonder if this is like... What about utility wall? Because I know it's from the same mod pack as utility wall. Interesting. It's not giving me a location mod. All right, well, let's build a vent. We're going to need one. We'll just do two because we are going to seal off this section. All right, well, it is what it is. We're going to have to use the steel, and it's not like we don't have the steel for it. we definitely have the steel. So that's not a big issue, but that is very curious. I did not know that. All right, everybody, I think that's a really good spot to end for today. I think we made a lot of good progress, a lot of good headway. We fixed some mistakes at the main base, and I think Alsmard and the gang having their own kind of rebuilt housing units and the like. I think this is going to end off as a really good note for our Skitarii and our Grey Knights, whatever you want to call them, whatever name you guys think we should call Alsmard's force. Leave a post in the comment below. I'd love to know what you think we should call Alsmard's team, and if maybe we should start taking characters from the Explorers team, and maybe they feel disenfranchised after finding out that like the Explorer had lost a ton of food for them. We ran out of meals, man. I don't know how we're gonna fix it. So you guys figure that out. You guys tell me what you think we should do for this portion of our people. It's probably a good thing we took a portion of our troops out of there and moved them somewhere else. But we are gonna have to figure out a way to allow them to survive at the main base, because I think Alsmard otherwise is gonna have things under control pretty easily with having just more places to grow food. Thank you to our patrons for supporting the channel. You too can support on Patreon by heading down in the description below where you can find a link there. You can also support for free by hitting like, subscribe, hitting the bell notification, and commenting and letting me know your thoughts. As I said, I want to know if you guys think we should rename Alsmard's base and force, and if we should name it to something else, what should that name be? What should we call Team Alsmard? Alright guys, see you all in the next video. Peace.